We serving markets, baby, waves crashing hard. No crystal ball, just toss, we dodging the shards. Ocean's the game, we traders riding the swell. Waiting for the trading, now you have the intel.
Let's go! Markets in ocean, we waiting through the chop. Candlesticks dancing, we watching where it stops. Bull waves rising, bears pulling it back. For binocular levels, yeah, waiting to react. Fake gurus say they know what will happen only after the fact. If it was true, we'd all stack racks. Probabilities king, we playing the odds. They barnacles slowing down, new traders just start the pods. Stop loss tight, risk management is key. Successful traders learn the hard way, now have the highest degree.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them, ooh, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Crypto's a tsunami, it's wild, it's raw. Trading can be like a puzzle, 10,000 piece jigsaw. FOMO's a siren, trying to make us go deaf. But we stay patient, taking a deep breath.
Charts our compass, price action our guide. Crossing the signals, we prepping to ride. No wave, no trade, we chilling on shore. Read each portfolios like stepping on a claymore. Bulls get cocky, bears cry in the rain. Emotional roller coaster, but we gripping the chain. Wait for the trade to ride the wave, no stress. We learning every day, that's how we finesse.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them, ooh, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Ocean don't care about your bags or your dreams. Waves keep crashing, gotta ride with our team.
Be patient, let the market decide. Wait for the trade, let it go.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
Probabilities king, we playing the odds. Fake gurus be barnacles, just start the pods. Slowing down, new traders watching their portfolio concave. We only have probabilities, you can't control the waves.
That's right, guys. We cannot control the wave. We don't know what's going to happen. These fake gurus don't know what's going to happen, because if they did, we would all be millionaires. Instead, they have something to sell you. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it. Let's make this money. Oh man, it's rough right now. It is really rough. We're going to go over Bitcoin. We're going to go over some of your altcoins. We're going to go over some of your questions. This may be a short stream today. We'll see people start jumping in. It was kind of like our last minute thing. We were really busy. Of course, we did our stream earlier. Well, we did a VIP screen share. Then we did our YouTube stream. Then we did another VIP screen share. And then now we're doing another YouTube stream. So hopefully, making you all money, guys. Not financial advice, of course, as always. Here we go. So we're looking at Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin. We're looking at the crypto bubbles. This is on the hourly time frame. And we have AB. I think so. No, that was a daily. So let's go back to the daily. So I'm actually going to look at AB. I don't know what AB is. If y'all have any coins y'all want me to do, let me know. Again, if you have any questions as well. But I'm going to look at AB. AB has been kind of bothering me the past couple of days because I just see it up. I see it up. I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can catch it coming down, or if we could wait for it to finally retest and then possibly catch it going up. See here, we got Fart coin down. We have all these coins down. All these coins. Now, ZBCN, I believe that one is what it's called. Maybe we have the last two letters mixed up. But that one, when I first saw it, it's like, nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what it is. I don't like how much it moved. But now it's settling down, and now we've been trading it past few days. So there's what sometimes you got to be patient. So on the hourly time frame, we have hype down barely. Nothing too exciting. You know, white was up for a few days, like a lot. So that may be another one. If you all want, we can look at that as well. And nothing exciting. Let's see here. What do I want to? We'll look at this really quick. You know, we go over this quite a bit during our other streams. And of course, if you are curious about our other streams, we go Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. Then we do bonus streams, sometimes at 12 midnight, 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the evening. It just depends. It just depends. Right now, let's go to the first page one more time. It's going to be on the 24-hour time frame. We have a whole bunch of liquidity up top. We got a nice little bunch up top, and we are really close to the top. So we'll see. We have a lot of liquidity on the bottom as well. On the bottom as well. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame, and we are much closer to the top than the bottom. Does that mean that it will go up? Nope. It just means that there's a higher probability that it might go up. And if it does, well, first it has to break this level. This is why we trade level by level. Super important. I always stress this. Level by level. If it doesn't come up here and it starts coming down and starts breaking levels to the downside, well then, more than likely, we'll come down here. Now, one thing that I always do, and I stress this a lot, the verbiage. The verbiage we use is extremely important. I see these other YouTubers that have great followings. They have a whole bunch of viewers that are, you know, watching their live streams, watching their videos, and they say, oh, it broke this level, it's going here to this next level. Or, oh, it's gonna find support on the 200 SMA. No. It's very dangerous that terminology, that those words we're using, it could find support or resistance on the moving average because it's an average. So there's a likelihood that it might treat it as support resistance, but it doesn't have to. Just like all these levels that we have, all these support resistance levels, it could potentially find support there or resistance, but it doesn't have to. Price does what it wants. And that's very important. All right. See here, we went through all that stuff. Right now, my buddy Road Dogg is live, and he does a great show. He does an absolute great show, so definitely check him out. Let me put the stuff in here. Let's see here. Normally, well, he tried to do an early show at 10 to hopefully be done by 12, but sometimes he just gets on a roll. He gets a lot of really great coins, and he might be dropping in maybe the next 20, 30 minutes. We'll see. And then here's me, Damien. Here's another YouTuber as well. We'll put that in the chat as well. And then, of course, we have Porky. Is Porky live right now? I'm going to refresh this. He's another really great one. And he goes live around this time. Let's go to the live. No, not yet. I'm not sure if he's going to stream tonight or not, but he's another great one. So let me put that in here as well. Okay. That is done. And now let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts. All right, so these in dark, okay. So the one that's dotted is for the very little time frame. It's a very small time frame. These, I believe, were done on a 15-minute time frame, and price was coming down. I'm thinking, okay, price may come down some more, but if it goes up, it's not good. It's not good because why? Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Just going to zoom out. Because price came down, then it came up, then it came down, then it came up, broke this level, good. Then it came up, and I would like to see it retrace to about here. 50% of this move doesn't have to, but I would like to see it come down here. And instead, it just kind of just went very boring. I call it boring when they just do like a little box. And let me show you the box. these tops, and then we had the bottoms here, then halfway of the bottoms. I want to see it come down, but what does it do? It goes up, finds support here, kind of breaks up, and the price was here at this time. I was saying that eventually, if we do come up and not go down to retrace at least the 50% level, if we go up from this movement, not good, because for me personally, I don't know about you, but I don't like it when I see coins go like this. Because when it finally does break the level, it comes down pretty hard. And there are several examples that we can show you. Let's go ahead and just kind of zoom out a little bit right here. Well, this one didn't go up hard. Let's go into a higher time frame, 4-hour time frame. This shot straight up, came down, broke the level that I just mentioned, boom, straight down. Went straight up, broke the level that I just mentioned, boom, straight down. See here, this one broke straight up. Here's the level it needs to break. Hasn't broken it yet, hasn't broken it yet. So when and if we cross this level, I'm pretty sure that we're going to come and take this. Now, granted, I don't know 100%, but I do think that this might happen. Now, if you are in here, let me know you're here. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. That way we can give you a shout out. If there's no one here in like 10 minutes, I'll just go ahead and leave. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing, a lot of charts. Of course, what I do is I reserve 1 hour minimum a day so that I could try my absolute best to make you money. You don't need to pay me to show you how to trade. I give you all the tips and tricks. I show you my whole thought process, and I think everybody should do that. But everybody wants to get rich off of you. So what they do is oh yeah, you want to learn how to trade? Come join my group. I have admins, I have videos. Come join my group. I'll show you how to trade. But then you realize it's just a revolving door. You get in there, it's like, oh, wow, this is what I'm getting. And then, well, they don't care. They already got your money. And then they trick somebody else and somebody else. So for every one person that leaves, 3 more come in. That's how they're able to buy their Rolexes, houses, and cars and everything. For me, I want to get rich with you, not because of you. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and look at the 3-minute time frame. Double click over here. Now, price was right here. And I'm thinking, now, of course, these are the longer term plays. This is like right now. When the price was here, and I'm thinking right now, price is going to come up. Even though I'm thinking on the longer term, price is going to come down and maybe come up or come down and do this number. In this moment, I'm thinking we're going to go up. And we went up. I'm thinking we're going to do a lower high. Guess what? We did a high and a lower high. Normally, I'm pretty spot on this, but I guess I was a little off on this. And then I'm thinking we're going to break below this, come back into this zone, and then now let's see what happens. Does it get rejected off of the zone, or does it break above the zone and start continuing this pattern? Right now, it did a lower high, then another lower high, came down here, kind of going, broke this level, but look at this. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Broke this level, but it's bouncing right here. So in my opinion, I think potentially, if we don't do a lower high, I don't think we will. I think we're going to break this high and go up. So on the short time frame, 3 minute, I think we're going to come up to maybe here, come down to maybe here, and then go up. This is what I'm thinking on the shorter time frame. We'll put it in blue and put it thick. That way we just know that this is our updated thought process. That might happen. Now, if it breaks this and it comes down here, well then this is voided. This is not, it's not valid anymore. Then what we'll do is, okay, well now we're doing lower highs. Now we got to break this level to attack the next level, and so on and so forth. This is what I'm doing when I'm trading level by level. Now, overall, I do want to see it break to the downside. I do want it to come down to at least the 0.5 level, which is roughly around 105-ish area. Now, if it breaks below the 0.5 on the fib retracement from the absolute low to the high, and it comes down to the 618, which is roughly 104.8. I think that we may, instead of being bullish, potentially, I think we might start getting bearish, because now what it's doing, it's retracing too much, and I think it's going to lose its momentum and come down. So let me just draw it out for you. So it's something like this, and then boom, come down to attack this level, to attack this level. So right now, that's why I trade level by level. I would like to see it retrace, bounce, and then continue up, breaking this level. Now we're really strong for the potential continuation to the upside, producing higher highs and also higher lows. All right. So let me just check to see. And all right, so we're going to put the timer on. We are going to put the timer on, and the timer, first, let's get the timer out of my face. So we're going to put the timer here, and let's go ahead and put the timer at, let's see here. We'll do 7 minutes. 7 minutes is good. So once the timer's done, we are done. We are done. That way I can get back to my charts and everything else. If you do want a chart being done, just let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I reserve at least a minimum 1 hour out of my day so that I can help you make money. The goal is so you can make money. And then of course, let people know about this channel. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's go to our YouTube layout. Very important. I have different layouts. So layout, this is pretty much what we're looking at. It's a lot of training in here. Here I was talking about the SFPs. It's just a fancy word for a wick. What's an SFP? Well, there you go. That's why I don't use the words, these abbreviations, because then I say SFP. You say, what is that? I say swing failure pattern. You say, what is that? I say, well, this candle is here. This is our pivot. Here's our wick. The very top of this, we want to see the candle close above it. It didn't. It produced a wick. Therefore, it's a SFP, swing failure pattern, and more than likely, it'll come down to the lower level. However, I don't see any of that stuff, because why am I going to rename stuff that's already there? What is this? This is a wick. What is a wick on top? A wick on the top is selling pressure. So this is telling me that the next candle could potentially go lower. Doesn't mean that it will. It's just that it could potentially go lower. However, I have seen a lot of times where the next candle, it has a very long wick towards the bottom, which is buying pressure, and now the price goes up. So there you go. All right. See here, got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Let's see here. So this is what I do think, and let's go ahead and look at this. Let's go to YouTube rapid fire. For whatever reason, I cannot get the algorithm to work. And that leads me to believe that certain things about my channel, not good thoughts, not good thoughts. Let's go to Cardano. What is Cardano doing? Let's do the 1 hour time frame. I see a lot of people, and it's not good to compare, especially charts or anything like that. But I see a lot of people though that they stream and they're good, and I can't even come close to their numbers. It's a battle. So here we go. This is using the path tool. I was thinking that we're gonna, from here, go up, come down, go up, kind of do this number, go into this zone. Sure enough, we end up coming over here. I think it's because the algorithm says, man, this guy is like straight to the point, and he needs to do more just talking about nothing. Maybe, I don't know. Not saying that the other people talk about nothing, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I can't go live more than I do because I go live a lot. Let's see here. So right now we're down here. Possible bounce. Possible. We're getting into this resistance zone area. Hey, we got Rich. Rich is in the house. What's up, Rich? Appreciate you, man. We had 3 more minutes, man. We had 3 more minutes to say. I might give it 3 minutes. If we're not getting any chat or whatever, I will just go back to my charts. I'm in the charts all day, man. Ask me questions. Ask me charts. For one, I really recommend asking me questions, because one, it does 2 things. One, it shows that I know what I'm doing. And there's a lot of people out here that don't want questions because they don't want to reveal that they're fake gurus. Not saying that I'm a guru, but that they're fake. They don't want to show you how much they don't know. So ask me questions. Now, my answers may not be what you're used to, because I don't trade like a lot of traders out there. Not saying that I've changed things up. I just put it down to the basics. That's what I do. I trade the basics. Let me go ahead and take off the timer. I trade the basics. And if you give me a chart or anything like that, I'll show you what I do. But yes, I strongly recommend asking questions. Now, if you are an experienced trader, ask questions that you had when you were a beginner. Because what it's going to do, it's going to help out these other beginners that don't even know to ask those questions. When I was brand new, and I didn't know to ask all these different questions. And when I would ask a question, I would never have anything to follow up that question with. For example, all my mentors, they would always say, buy oversold, sell overbought. But man, that's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing. Rich says, I like hearing others' opinions because I am not very experienced. Oh, well, Rich, I am very happy you're here because I will show you how to trade. I will show you how to make money. I will show you in the most simplistic way. Now, granted, is trading easy? Nope, sure isn't. But I make it not difficult. We'll put it like that. I make it not difficult. All right. So let's see here. Right now, I'm just kind of running through the chart to see if people come in or people start, chatting or whatever. So core, this is what I was thinking on core. What I like doing is I love using the path tool to show my thought process. I love using the path tool because there's a lot of traders out there and man, there's a lot that I see, and especially like on Bitcoin, they'll say 15, 20 minutes of what already happened, the levels it already hit, the PLCs and the value area lows and the moving averages that it already bounced off of or whatever. But all that time they're talking about that, it's not making me any money. I want to make money. And then when it comes to the actual current price, they say, watch for this level and watch for this level. And then they go on to the next coin. What I do is I show you my thought process in the moment of what I think might happen. And usually I'll do like a plan A, plan B. For whatever reason, I didn't do it on this. I probably just said it. But the price was right here. And I'm thinking potentially, well, I think it was going to go up. At this time, I thought it was going to go up because I have a stop loss down here. I'm thinking price will go up. So price will come up to about this level before maybe coming down, or maybe a little bit more, and then before coming down, and then maybe pivoting. And we can see the price went down, up, and then it eventually did go up, which is what I was thinking. However, what I trade is I trade level by level. Once I would have seen it break this level. Now, another thing that I don't do, I'm not a hindsight hustler. What is that? Somebody who says the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda when it comes to trading. Oh, well, right here, it broke this level, and this is when we close our trade. Really? I don't think you would have done that because you really don't talk about it. But what they'll do is they'll say what they would have done if they would have been in trade versus what they actually did in the moment of the trade. So what I do is I show you in the moment of the trade. And if I'm looking at certain things, I'm telling you what I would have done in this moment right here versus it coming down. Here, I would have entered the trade. It broke this level. This is what I teach. I would have entered the trade. My alert would have went off. I would have entered the trade. It's coming up, doing nice. My stop loss would have been probably under here. Shoot, I got stopped out. Now, granted, I'm watching these coins and I'm not in a lot of trades. So I have my alerts and everything, and I see my alert going off right here. Uh-oh. Possible dump. I don't know. Nobody knows. Then it comes down here to this level. Oh, crap. You know what? Let me get my stop loss and let me move it up. And that's what we do in the group. That's exactly what we do in the group. I notify them. It's like, you know what? Bitcoin's not looking too hot right now. The market's not looking too hot right now. Let's go ahead and move up our stop losses. and then we'll go and we'll move up all of our stop losses. I'll update each individual chart, move up your stop loss. And there's sometimes too where it's like, man, I'm really not liking how it's looking. Let's close half of our position, move up our stop loss, so that if we get stopped out, we're not losing all of our position on that percentage. We're losing just half. So just to let you know. All right, moving on. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues, definitely smash the like, guys. Smash the like. This is what helps support the channel. It helps push this out to other people. Because when people are kind of just going and looking for live streams, the amount of value that I have that I give for free, to me, it's worth so much, but people don't know about this channel. And if they see somebody who's going live and they have 500 people and somebody else has 2 people, then they're not going to go with the 2 people because, well, this guy obviously is not good. And they'll go to the other one who's basically just trying to sell them a group. Me, I'm trying to make you money. So help me out, guys. If you can, help me out. All right, moving on. Any coins, questions, comments, concerns, issues? If not, the timer is on again. Timer is on. This time it's going to be for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So what I do is I try to do this for 1 hour. But if there's no questions or coins, then it's just me talking, rambling. And I have charts to look at. I have my group that I'm taking care of, all that fun stuff. Rich says, how often do you trade? I trade when the market's, when my alerts go off and the market's good or better. Like right now, I believe I'm in one trade. Yes, we're in one trade right now. And that's the beautiful part about the group is we don't post 10, 15 charts. It's not a numbers game for us. All the other groups that sell you something, it's a numbers game. Like that's the secret. They do 10, 15, 20 charts a day, buy the breakout of this, buy the retest of this, so that, when they, let's say 8 or maybe even 12 charts, like did really well, they post it on YouTube and X and everything, and you're like, man, this group is great. Like they got all these results. But if you think about it, let's just say 10 a day. 7 days a week, that's 70 charts, and they have 12 to show really great gains. They are literally wrecking their members. For me, I don't do that. There was today, actually it was yesterday now, since it's a new day. We posted 1 chart for a long. Day before that, we posted 3 charts for a short. Day before that, we posted, I want to say 3 or maybe even 4 for a long. Day before that, we posted, I think, 1 for a short, something like that. So to where it's not like crazy numbers. And then because they're not crazy numbers, well, then we're moving up our stop loss. We're selling off 50% if it's, starts looking just horrible. And that's what we end up doing. Yeah, we can do ETH, but that's what we end up doing. But yeah, right now we're just in one trade, and I'm in the trade. But when the market's really great, I don't like to do this. But I will do more than my max. I normally do 3 to 5. 5 is my max, but there's times where I'll do like 10. I don't like it though. I don't like it because it's too much to kind of, 1, update, and 2, like move them out my stop losses and taking profits. It's too much. See here. So let's do ETH. Let's do ETH. Let's go to the sources. Let's go to Blowfin. Okay. So the price was here. I was thinking we were going to go up. I did not think we were going to go down. I'm thinking we're going to go up and then eventually come to this bottom and then break down. What did we do? We did go up, which is good. Was balancing off of this midline, and then we broke below it, came down here very hard. Nobody could have expected this. Let me lower the opacity on this. I'm going to get to your question in just a second. Let's see here. Rich says, do you prefer waiting for a specific setup and using a decent amount of margin? Yeah, I always wait. I always wait. So yeah, I have my alerts, like they save my butts and they make me money. And you'll see alerts everywhere. Alert, short, question mark. It's always a statement. I mean, it's always a question, never a statement, because I don't want to subconsciously say, oh, I'm going to short. I went to a short, but it dumped too hard. So this I can't short. I have to wait for it to come up, come down. Then here's my pivot. If it breaks this pivot, I could potentially enter a short here, or the safer one is here. And then what does it do? Starts going up. It breaks this level. This is why I trade level by level. It breaks this level. Okay, let's go up. That's what I do. But yes, I'm always like my alerts, I have to wait for them. If I don't, I'm trading at a higher likelihood that I may get stopped out. And it just depends on how risky I am on that particular trade. So if I know it moves really fast and it's bounced off a certain area quite often, then sure, I'll enter it. But I just know that I have a high percentage of stopping out, getting stopped out. Also higher or lower leverage. So in essence, the leverage doesn't matter. It took me a long time to realize that. The leverage doesn't matter. I actually have videos that talk about this. So one thing that I strongly recommend, if you want to save $800 to maybe $1,000, $1,200, I recommend you watch my videos. Because these videos, they're going to show you how to trade. And I show you in the most simplistic form. Spend time, invest in yourself, invest in your time, invest your time. Watch these videos. This one, I know it's a long video, but this is actually a VIP video that I had just kind of updating the my thought process on Bitcoin and then some of the charts we're going through. And this is really important because, in my opinion, so for one, do I have a group? Yes, I have a group. This is my group. Do you need to join this to learn how to trade? No. Ask me questions now. Ask me for charts now. I show you all my thought process. You don't need to join this to learn. I show you here. To do this, what you're doing is you're getting all the updates. I'm moving up your stop losses. If the market's not looking great, I let you know. I'm in these charts all day, like literally all day long. And we've saved a lot of money when the markets are rolling over or changing. Like I'm updating the group. Hey guys, like it's not looking good. It's looking different. I'm going to check the charts really quick or more charts. I'll let you know. And then I'll be updating the group. But the group is the goal. Some people don't have the money and I get it. So then the next step is, of course, the YouTube memberships. The higher tier you do, the more you get. But this one, I put it for everybody because this is really important because right now the market was going up. So I know there's going to be a lot of people that really want to long. You know, oh, I'm catching the bottom. I'm going to long it. And then they enter the long. And as soon as they enter, boom, comes down. This video right here shows you about the targets, what I'm looking for as far as the movements. Again, do you need my group? Once, you watch my videos? No, you don't. If you want to leverage your time, maybe you have a family, maybe you have a job, maybe you have, buddies that you go out with or whatever, then join the group, leverage your time. I do the updates and then you see what we do. But yeah. See here, Rich says, yeah, I just realized you do specific videos. I thought you just streamed at first. Oh yeah. No, I stream a lot. I stream a lot. But yeah, I do certain videos. Now these videos, usually they're like 8 minutes. Like don't watch, like these are members. You can't watch them yet unless you become a member, but don't watch the live streams. If you're going to start trying to learn how to trade, I would recommend watching these 8-minute videos, 12-minute videos, because what I'm doing is these videos are for the VIP members that I share with YouTube. I don't do all of them, but I'll take that back. The majority of those I do are for the YouTube members, but then some of those I put for YouTube. Of course, I have music too. I have a lot of music, but this is a good one right here. It's 24 minutes long. This one is, 4 minutes long. This is talking about leverage. This is what I want to show you. This right here is 16 minutes. I show you, and I'm actually going to, I'm put this in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah. I want you to watch this video after this show's done. And any video that you watch, please smash the like and leave a comment. Because what that does, it shows YouTube, hey, you know, this video provides content and there's engagement, and hopefully it'll show it to more people. But here I show you that the amount of leverage doesn't matter, because what the important part is your stop loss. And I go in great detail in this video. So definitely check that out. So I'm actually going to pin it to the, okay, very good. Let's see here. So this is what I'm thinking. And then of course it came down here. I'm not going to short, and then it does this, and okay, we go long, and we, so again, what I'm doing is I'm showing you what I would have thought in the moment versus what all these other mentors do is they show you after, yeah, so we want to buy right down here because, you know, it was a liquidity grab. Man, I hate when they say that. It was a liquidity grab right here. And, oh yeah, well, what if it would come down lower? Well, then it grabbed this liquidity too. Well, what if it came down lower? It grabbed this liquidity too. Liquidity's everywhere, up and down. That's how the trade moves, by creating liquidity up here. And what happens when it comes up here? Look at this. We got the liquidity up here. Yeah. We're getting liquidity everywhere. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is we break this level, we enter the trade, knowing that there's a high chance that we're going to get a reversal here, a pullback. Price comes up, and what does it do? I don't even know. Broke out of it. Now, because it moves so much, I'm thinking it's going to come down 38, maybe 50% if you do a fib retracement from the absolute low to the high. Come down about here. It barely comes down to about 20%. Then it shoots up and it does this. Now, this is what I was referring to at the very beginning of the show, where I don't want to see Bitcoin doing pretty much this move right here, because what happens when we only go up with very little retracement? When it does break the level, comes down pretty hard. Granted, I don't think it'll come down like this hard, but it comes down pretty hard. So this is why I don't want to see Bitcoin going just straight up. I want to see retracements. Let's see here. Rich says, yes, for sure, you know, hit the like. Thank you, man. And hit the like, leave comments, because that helps. Triggers too, yeah. So here we go. So then price came down here, beautiful to the bottom of our little box, came up right up to our top of our box. Like, being able to identify key levels is so important, extremely important. And then now came down. So what do I do? What do I think it's going to do now? So we said everything that happened. Now, what do I think is going to happen? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's just move this out of the way so it's not bothering me. Okay. Price came down. Price came up. Price came down. Beautiful retrace. So right now I'm looking at for a break of this level, which it looks like it's going to do it. With the super height. Fib retracement. So here's the fib retracement. So we're going to go from the absolute low to the high. We can see that for me personally, now everything that I say is extremely important. Everything I say. So I would strongly recommend not only watching this, but also taking notes. Act as if it's a final exam and everything depends on it. Because, like, there's things that I'll just say and I'll just say it nonchalantly. But everything is extremely strategic in what I do. Here, I went from the low to the high of this extension leg or this leg, this movement up. What I'm doing is I'm looking for a retracement. currently at this moment, and there's different segments of the market. Beginning of the market, the middle of the market, the end of that current market, then we go to the next market with 3 different segments as well. Depending on the segment you're in, depends on how you trade. So as you're learning, like, it's extremely important to understand that what's working right now may not work 6 months from now. Or what hasn't been working the past couple months, maybe it might start working next month or 2. So you always have to be able to adjust to what the market's giving you, and that's what we do. Hey, we got Get Your Game On. What's up, buddy? What is going on? Yes, I need to get better at levels. The easiest way to do it, and oh, I forgot. I think it's this one. Nope, this one. Go to my playlist. Go to my playlist. Go to the Ultimate Beginner's Guide series to successful trading. Right now I have 6 videos in there. There's 2 more that I have to put. I don't know if I will though, because this is a boot camp. This course right here, easy $800 to $1,200 boot camp course. Easy, in my opinion. But I'm not getting a lot of likes and I'm not getting a lot of comments. So for that reason, I'm not putting more videos in there. But this will get you started. It'll show you how to identify key levels, how to do the fib retracement, fib extension. Why do we use them? Like, what's the difference? I show you about the trend lines. I show you really basic stuff as far as market structure. This right here, again, $800 to $1,200 course for free. All I'm asking, spread the word about me. That's it. Smash the like, leave comments. That's it. I wish, man, do I wish, when I was learning how to trade, that somebody was not just trying to get rich off of me. Man, I paid 5 mentors. 5 mentors. I was in a few groups to show me how to trade, and they only showed me in the moments of the current bull market, which everything goes up. And I got wrecked when the market started changing. Absolutely wrecked, because I thought I was a genius. I literally thought I was a guru. I knew everything. I had another YouTube channel. The reason I don't have it is because my ex-boss forced me, literally, to delete it, which is horrible. But on that other one, I would literally say, the price is coming up in this show. The price is coming up here. And I would have a little box and everything. And I say, the price is coming up right in here. And I would, have my audience, do you think it's going to come up here? Or do you think it's going to come down here? And I'd have them vote. And then I'd say it's coming up here. I mean, I was set on it. It will do this. And that's one thing that you don't want. You don't want absolutes in your verbiage. What is that? It will do this. It has to go up to this level. It's going to go down to this level because they broke a certain level. Here's a magnet. It's going to come down. No, the only magnet in crypto is on TradingView. And I have a song about that. I have a lot of songs that teach you about trading. But this is the only magnet in crypto. It's on TradingView. There's nothing a magnet. Now there's averages where you have, here's the verbiage. Instead of saying it will do this, it will find support, it will get rejected of the moving average, of the PLC or whatever. If it breaks the PLC, it's going to the value area low. No, wrong verbiage. If it breaks the PLC, there's a very high chance that it might go to the value area low. Notice how it's different? Because one, I'm saying it will do it for sure. Man, if that was the case, do you know how many people would be absolutely rich right now? Just wait for the PLC to get broken. It's gonna go to the value area low because my mentor said that, and we'd all be rich. And that's actually, I believe, the song that I had at the intro. If we knew what was going to happen, we'd all be rich. But all these gurus out here, all they have is a sales pitch. They want to tell you it will do this. It's going to do this. If it breaks the 200, it's going to the moon. It's going here. It's going there. And then they're always changing their stories. And what they're doing is they're trying to sell you something. I'm as real as I get, in my opinion. Do I think I'm the best? No way. Do I think I know what I'm doing? Yeah, I do. Do I lose? You better believe it. But Joe, if you use the path tool and you know which way it's going, no, I don't. I don't know which way it's going. I tell you all that all the time. I don't know where it's going. But if it does this, I think it might do this. And there's a lot of times where I'm spot on with using that path tool. But there's times where I'm completely wrong too. Rich says, cool, I'll watch them all. Okay, awesome, man. Hey, we got French Toaster in the house. What's up, French Toaster? Appreciate you, man. Hey, we got Crypto Pollo in the house. What's up, my friends? What is going on? So happy you guys are here. Thank you for showing your support. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's one of the big things I have is when people use absolutes, nobody knows what's going to happen. We have probabilities. I have a song about that too. We have probabilities of what might happen, where there's, you know, we have a high chance of it potentially going here because it's an average. It just makes sense. It's the average, but there are no magnets, none. And I have a song about that too. All right, moving on. Because can you imagine, just imagine, let's say for whatever reason, you said, let's say this was this is a 200 SMA and it broke the 200 SMA. And here is, for whatever reason, a 50 SMA. And let's say, for example, it broke the 200 SMA. It's going here because this is going to act like a magnet. Now, this is an average. The average closes, we're here. So is there a likelihood that it might come up here? Sure, 100%. However, price could do this. And what happens if you just put all your money into this coin? You did a 50x leverage because, well, it's a magnet. It acts like a magnet. It's going to this level. You put all your money up there into that, shows that you don't know how to trade, but that's why you're here. And that's why I'm teaching you for free. Because they're saying it's going to do this, and you're very, man, look at all these other examples they have. Here's the 200, here's the 50. Every time it broke, it went right to it every single time. Guess what? Murphy's Law is knocking on your door and says, you know what? Never mind. I have the key. They come in. What happens? Boom. Bingo, bango. Do you have a high chance that it might come up? Yeah, 100%. Doesn't mean that it will, though. Because it can always roll over. The market can always change. Something can always happen. And then it rolls over. Now you're at a loss. Now you get stopped out or liquidated. So that's that. All right, moving on. Okay, so what do I think is going to happen here? Joe, man, you went forever on that. I know. All right, so right now, what I'd like to see, so, you know, make notes of this, but I show this in the videos. On this run-up, on this extension leg, I would like to see a minimum, the price coming down to the 382. Minimum. On average, I love to see it come down to the 0.5. I love seeing it come down here. Now, if it goes down to the 618, I get a little nervous because, again, I'm showing you what I would have done in the moment. I'm looking for a bounce here. Okay, it's looking like it wants to bounce. I'm waiting for a pivot. Here's the pivot. Once it breaks this, then I can enter the trade. However, it didn't. It broke this. I'm going to read your chat in just a second. It broke this, and it came down. Okay, I'm expecting a bounce. This is what I'm expecting. Doesn't mean that it will happen. I hope it does. So I'm expecting a bounce on the 0.5, and what happens? It goes right below it. Oh, crap. Now I'm looking for the 618. And on the 618, I'm looking for a bounce. So it starts to bounce. Do I enter the trade? No. Why not? My mentor told me, Joe, to enter right down here. Enter on the 618. There are different segments of the market that you can do that. Can you get lucky and it go up? Yeah, of course. However, you can also risk the chance of it coming up, doing a lower high, breaking this level, getting stopped out, or even liquidated. This is extremely risky. Now, again, it depends on your risk management, but I'm a mentor that right now, I know it's not the segment of we're going to enter right here. What I want to do is I want to see this, and once it breaks the level, now we can enter, because what we're doing is we're potentially changing the trend. Potentially. Here, we're not. Here, we're trying to catch the bottom. great. You catch the bottom, amazing. I'm sure I'll see it on X and on YouTube and how you're the absolute best and join your group, et cetera, et cetera. I get it. But for me, I care about my members. I care about my viewers. So what I am doing is I'm waiting for it to be safe. Right now, we're currently breaking above. We still have 10 minutes left in this candle. I think it's good. One thing I don't do is I don't want to see this straight move up. Here, it came up. Well, it came down first. Well, let me draw it again. It came down, up, a small retrace, up, kind of going sideways a little bit, and now it's going to go, it's going up right now, and I think it's going to do something like this. Now, again, this is all Bitcoin dependent, in my opinion. Let me delete all these drawings. But this is what I do. I show you how to trade in the moment of the trade versus what I see all these other people do. They talk 20, 30 minutes or 15, 20 minutes on what already happened, the levels that already hit, everything else. And then when it comes to this, they're like, watch this level, watch this level. Okay. Now, and whenever I'm doing this, I'm actually showing you when to actually enter. So this one we have a little bit more time. Let me drink some drink real quick. 1 second. All right. Let's see here. We got a chat going on. Going to this. Let's see here. Me Damien says the probability is high that we continue to go to higher prices for Bitcoin as long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. Okay, so there's a good point. There's a good point. So let me read this again. The probability is high that we continue to go to higher prices for Bitcoin as long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Now, I want you to understand this statement. As long as we're above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, we're going to higher prices. Understand that statement. A lot of gurus, a lot of mentors do that, and they show you, and you are in awe of that. I'm going to break it down. We're going to come back to, well, we can, well, let's do this. I mean, it applies to everything. So let's just do it on ETH. Let's do ETH. Let's go ahead and hide our drawings. Let's come over here to the SMAs. And we're, oh my gosh, I had the VRVP. Get out of here, you trash. So let's go ahead and look at this. So we're only going to use the 200 SMA, which is this one, the yellow. We're on the 1 minute time frame. And where is my 200? Okay. Come over here. Now I'm going to explain this concept. So if we are above the 200 SMA and we stay above the 200 SMA, we're going to continue going up, and also the 5 minute. Hopefully y'all can understand what I'm trying to explain, because in guru talk, it sounds amazing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a great thing. But in logical talk, it only makes sense. It's like saying you can only survive if you breathe. You can only survive if your heart is pumping. With that being said, here is the 200. As long as the, good Lord. Let me do all this. As long as the price is above the 200, which is the yellow line, we're going up. And also the 5 minute time frame. Here's the 2 minute, here's the 200 SMA. Here's your price action. As long as we stay above it, we're going up. When we break below it, we're going down until we break above it. So it only makes sense, that statement, If we are above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame, as long as we stay above it, we're going up. Yes. If we break below it, we're going down. Yes. This is an average of what's happening. So if we continue going up, the average is going to follow what we're doing. As soon as we come down, the average is trying to catch up with the down movement. So as long as the price continues down, we will remain underneath the 200 SMA until the price goes up. Now we will be above the 200 SMA and continue to be above the 200 SMA as long as we continue going up. So let me know if that made sense. Let me know if that made sense, because it is extremely important. That statement is so true, but you have to realize that the only reason the 200 SMA is underneath the price is because the price is what leads the SMA. The price is the cause, because the price went up. The effect is the moving average is going up. If we break below, then we're underneath. So I hope I made it extremely clear that the statement that Amit Damien just made is extremely accurate, but you also have, no, I don't want to say but, because then that nullifies what you just said. It is extremely accurate. In addition to that statement, I would also like to add that because the price is going up, the average is also going up. So as long as the price stays above the average, we're going up. You can only survive if you're breathing oxygen, if your heart is pumping. And so it's a cause and effect. So let me know in the comments if it makes sense. Put a 1 in the chat if it makes sense. Because there's a lot of gurus out there that, you know, they'll say, well, you know, it needs to cross the 200 SMA in order for center. Sure, go for it. That's good. I mean, I do it too. When I do my scalp trades, I trade them 3 minutes though, but I use the same principle. You know, if it's above my moving averages, why? Why? Because it's showing strength. The price is above the moving averages. The price is above the average of the candle body closes. So it's showing strength. If it's above my VWAP and above my moving averages, there's a really good chance that the price might continue going up until it comes down. And it'll come down, and then now the indicators that are reliant on the cause, which is the price, it will adjust based off of what the price is doing. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. I'm not seeing a lot of ones in the chat, but that's quite all right. If you disagree with me, it is 100% okay. I want feedback. What did I say that did not make logical sense? Please let me know so that I could maybe re-explain it or explain it a different way. But to me, it makes 100% perfect sense, because the average is the average candle body closes from the price. The price drives the average. So if the price is above the average, that means it's doing good. Once the price breaks below the average, that means price is coming down. So, but that statement is 100% true. And that's why when I'm trading, like scalp trading, I'm using that same principle where I want to see my price above my moving averages, because that's showing me strength. I don't really want it for a short. I want it underneath, but for a long, I want my price above my moving averages, above my VWAP, above, you know, that stuff. All right. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. We got Medina in the house. What's up, Medina? Appreciate you being here. We got Sam in the house. Let's see, Diaz. What's up, Diaz? Says, I made it to the stream. Meet Damien says, I think the market is feeling better this weekend. Man, it's so wishy-washy. Seeing the, yes. Dude, you're spot on that. You are spot on. I forgot all about that. You're spot on. Will be a short one since the government is closed to, yeah. It's rough, man. Really rough. Rich says, yes, unfortunately, price action will be the slave to, yeah. Yeah, and this again is why I treat, my trading level by level. So here's the thing too. Like, I didn't even know that stuff was going on. I saw my price coming down though. I saw my levels getting hit. So because of that, I'm updating the group. Hey, you know, something's going on, blah, blah, blah. Let's update our stop losses. Let's close out half of our position. Let's see what's going on. And then sure enough, we find out that, oh, there's that going on. Road Dog says, dang it, I missed an hour. Yeah, so I have, sometimes people aren't getting notified. And I know. See here. Rich says, you said the 200 on the 5 and the 1 minute. Yes. The 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute, any time frame. The 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15, the daily. So the lower the time frame, the more ups and downs you're going to get. The more, let's just say, like your strategy. Here's the thing. Your strategy. And this is why there's one guy in particular that loves trading the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame, in addition to his bull flags that aren't even bull flags. But here's the way he trades. If it breaks above the 200, kind of long it. Okay, makes sense. If it breaks below 200, well, you can short it. Okay, makes sense. And because this is a 1 minute time frame, it's not a good example. Right here is. Okay. Let's say it breaks above, but doesn't look too good. It breaks above, looks straight. We long it, and we have our stop loss right here. We get stopped out. Okay, no problem. Then it breaks above, we long it. We have our stop loss on here. It's going, starts coming down. Let's go ahead and close our trade here. It might bounce, but I don't know. But I'll just close my trade here. And so I'm in a little bit of profit. It breaks below. Well, he doesn't do this, but it breaks below this. So we short it, comes down, starts coming up. Okay, maybe it's going to bounce here and then come down. This is according to the way certain people trade using the SMA only. Then we get stopped out. But then we go long. And then we go short. And then we go long. And then we go short. And then we go. So literally, eventually, the price is going to go in one direction. Notice this, guys. I teach with logic. I don't teach with emotions. I teach with logic. Eventually, it's going to go one way. We short, nope. We long, nope. Okay, we short. And it comes up here. Oh, nice. It broke this level. It's coming down. It's coming down. Man, we're in massive gains. Did this massive gains potentially take care of all our losses? Potentially. And we're up maybe a little bit. Great job. Then we go long again. And it doesn't go. And then we go short again. And look at this. As long as price continues to come down, the moving average is going to be above it. Then when it's trying to reverse, okay, we close out. We just made another massive gain. Now we go long. Nothing, we get stopped out. Now we go long. Nothing, we get stopped out. Now we go long. And we made maybe a little bit of profit. Now we short. Now we long. Now we short. Do you get my point? Eventually, so the way that particular person trades, I can get a quarter and it can land on heads, quite a few times. That's how certain people trade when they only use the moving average for a buy indicator. Eventually, it's going to find a direction eventually. So I hope that makes sense as well. Now, do I use this particular method? Yeah, of course. But what I'm trying to show you is that price will, eventually find a direction. And as long as it stays above the 200 SMA, you're good. Because once it breaks down, it could come all the way down. Or it could do this, just dancing on the line until it breaks up or it breaks down. Okay. Let's see here. Rich says, because it reflects current sentiment. Are you referring to the 200 SMA on the 1 in the 5-minute time frame, trading very low time frames? I'm not sure what you refer to. Gia says 1, it makes sense. Rich says 1. Sam says 1, because the SMA is a magnet, right, Joe? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, there's a lot of chat. I gotta catch up. Sam. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. I know I talk a lot. Me Damien says, I use the 200 SMA on the 1 minute and the 5 minute to help me figure out if we are bullish or bearish. If I'm confused, which bias to have on the day when in day trade. Yeah, I do it too. I use the 200. Well, for me, this is my scalping. Like, let's just say we're going to scalp ETH right now. Let me go ahead and delete all my drawings. 29 drawings. Get out of here. Let's just say we're going to scalp this. So let me turn this off. First thing I do, and I'm just looking for a quick scalp. I'm not trying to get, all these levels or nothing like that. I'm just looking for a quick scalp. So I'm going on the 1 hour time frame. Make sure my magnet tool is on. Here's my main level. Here's my main level. We're right in the middle right now. So here's my other level, and it's perfect, level 2. Then I'm gonna go to the 15-minute time frame. Y'all are probably thinking, oh, where are your indicators? Fine here, so y'all can see them. Joe, there's divergence somewhere. Oh, okay. So I'm looking here. Y'all can look here if you want. So I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. I see that we came up. I would have liked to have seen it roll over, and I think that's what we might be doing right now. Coming down, maybe break below this into this zone. This would be my bounce zone from here to here. This is gonna be my bounce zone. Where's my bounce zone? Right here. Okay. I'm looking for it to come in here and bounce. If it breaks below, then I can short. Right now, I'm kind of, but let's see if we can get a 3-minute scalp. Yeah, so for me, if it breaks this level right here, I would scalp shorts. So let's do this blue. Now, before I do that, I have to put on my cheat sheet. So my cheat sheet is my 9 SMA, my 50, and my 30. My 30 is very important, very important. And then my 200. And these are my 9, 50, 30, 200. Let's go back over here. Okay. So now I'm looking at this, and I see that the price action is currently crossing underneath my 9 SMA. So it's losing its strength because it went up so fast. Okay, awesome. There's a really high possibility that it's going to come down to the 30 SMA. Doesn't mean that it will, just means that it can. Man, I'm really behind on chat. And we might bounce off of the blue line, which is my VWAP. We might do it. So if anything, what I'm thinking might happen, again, I don't know, but if we break this, we might come down to here. I'm gonna say my blue line right here, then come up, then maybe come down here because this is a really nice bounce zone. And then we'll see if it bounces here. Do white. Or if it actually comes into here. Now, granted, the 200 SMA would be right around here too. So that would be a perfect spot for a bounce. Or if it's going to do something like this. If it goes up or if it goes down. Like, we need more data. We need more, see how the strength is. But here, I definitely think the price is going to come down. But this is what I'm looking at as far as the moving averages and everything else. All right, moving on. Roadlog says the 200 is considered a baseline, in my opinion. Bullish above, bearish below, 100%. And that's what I do. So I use the moving averages as a momentum indicator. Is it above it or below it? Is it strong? Is it weak? Is it dancing on it? So I look at that. See here, it says, could you be more accurate by saying if it breaks above or below, the price is likely to head in that direction? Yeah. It's all about your terminology and saying that if it breaks this level, it might go down to this next level. There's a chance that it might, there's a possibility, but as long as you don't say that it will go down, for example, it's breaking below the 9 SMA. If I were to say it will go to the VWAP or to the 50 SMA or the 30 SMA, it doesn't have to. There's a very high chance that it might, but it doesn't have to though. It could reverse right here. So yes, using that verbiage where, you know, there's a high likelihood or anything like that, perfect. The 200, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. See here, Rodog says, dang it, try playing around with the 360 and 800 on those time frames and you see they took what they tell you to. They have good alpha. Yeah. So Rodog, he's really good on different moving averages. So I strongly recommend you watch Rodog. Of course, at the very beginning of the show, I showed Rodog's page, Damien's page, and also Porky's page. And I have all those links in the chat. And then I posted one of my videos that everybody needs to watch. See here, going down the list. French Soldier says, Rich, he's giving you the layout. You must make your own decisions. Yes. See, Rodog says, I think they're using the 1 minute and 5 minute in conjunction to determine trend, not us. Yeah. I only seen one other YouTuber use the 800 SMA, but it's a thing. Use the 1000 MA on the 1 minute and you don't even need to switch between the time frames. There you go. Now to make it easier, instead of getting like super crazy, like a Road Dog knows all the math with all the different numbers. I don't. I'm too, like, my brain is way too simple for that stuff. So instead of doing the 682 SMA is the 4 hour, 10 minute SMA or whatever it is, I don't even know. But instead of doing all that, all I do is I come over here to indicators and I just type in simple. So moving average simple. You type this in, and I'm pretty sure there's other indicators that somebody made, but this one is from TradingView because there's no name. And then on this indicator, let me go ahead and hide my other stuff. You come over here, you go to the settings, you go to the inputs, and you say, I want the 200 SMA to always show up on every single chart that I have, regardless of the time frame, but I always want to see the daily 200 SMA. So what you do is you come down here to the 1 day. So the time frame is the daily. It's going to be the 200 SMA, and then you click OK. So when I'm on the 4 hour time frame, it's going to show me, it's going to show me the 200 SMA. My 200 is always yellow, and I'm going to get really thick. It's always going to show me the daily 200 SMA. Now, here is my 4 hour SMA. Here's the daily. Now, if I go to a 15-minute time frame, you can see my 15-minute SMA 200 is down here, but my daily is up here. So instead of doing all that crazy math, I just use this. Let me know in the chat if you knew about that. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 if you knew about this. Put a, is that clapping really loud? I think it is. I just turned it down. Put a 1 if you, I've already forgot what I said. Put a 1 if you did not know about it. Put a 7 if you did know about that, where you can change that time frame. So regardless of what time frame you're on, you always have that 200 SMA on there to where you don't need to like do all the crazy math. See, Rich says, which MACD are you using? The standard MACD. I'm using the standard MACD. The one from TradingView. But in my settings, I don't have the signal in the MACD lines. I just have the histogram. But I mean, you can use them. I don't. People use them for buys and sell signals. I don't. I use my levels. Let's see here, going to the list. Joe knows all the trading view tricks. Not all of them. No, a lot of them though. Very good. We got some ones, we got some sevens. Awesome. All right, so let's go back to our 3-minute time frame. I like trading the 3-minute time frame, and let's see how this trade is looking. We did have some selling pressure so far. It's looking like it does want to come down. We were looking at it about here, I guess. Could we enter a short now? Yes, of course, but it's safer if we break below this level. Do I think we're going to break below the level? Yeah. I'm like 98.734% positive that we have a very high chance breaking below. Road Dog says, I never used that. Pretty cool though. Oh yeah. Yeah, instead of doing all that math, like there was one day where like you were doing all the different numbers for the different hours. Like this would show you the 4 hour too. I was like, oh man, that's way too confusing. For me, I'm simple. I got to do it the other way. Let's see here. Oh, do we ever say, so I do think ETH will come down probably to this bounce zone and then more than likely go up again, all depending on Bitcoin. But oh, do we have any divergence? I don't even know. No divergence. Not on the 1 hour. We do have lower volume coming in. We have lower volume, increasing price. So this is divergence. However, when it comes to volume equals people. People are the ones buying and selling. Because it's breaking out of this level, there might be people or groups or whatever. Oh, it's breaking out of the level. Everybody join in, and they may have whales in that group. And guess what happens? Even though there's bearish divergence, well, people start buying it. And it moves up. Volume starts kicking up, and price goes up. No more divergence. So this is what I'm always showing people about divergence. That's, for me personally, I don't trade it because, well, it can do whatever it wants. Price, even if we did have divergence, it doesn't mean that it will go a certain percentage. It can go 2% or it can go 22%. You know, so that's what I do. Now, bullish divergence has a really high tendency to play out much better in a bullish market. Same thing with bearish divergence. Has a greater tendency to provide more profits in a bearish market. Any questions? Questions, comments, concerns, issues? We actually went over our hour. I didn't realize that. Any questions? No more charts. Any questions? I'm gonna do. Let's see here. We'll wrap it up with Bitcoin, but let me know if you have any questions. I do think this is what I think might happen for the not the scalping, but just the other thing. I think we're gonna come down, come up, and then what I'd recommend is, you know, come back tomorrow or whenever. The times we go live is Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We do bonus streams sometimes at 12 midnight, sometimes 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the evening, just varies. But definitely check it out and ask about this coin again and see if this happened to play out. Now, what people might see that do patterns, that squint their eyes really tight, shake their head really fast, and spin around their chair until they start doing this. Look at this, guys. We see a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder to the upside. Yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't be that guy. Here's a level. Let's see here, going on the list. Rich says, so would you say that you would enter trades depending on if the price crosses the 200? Usually, no. And it's usually successful. No. I do it on my levels. Like I don't even, whenever I'm trading, I rarely have the moving average. I rarely have anything on my chart. Like this is what I have on my chart. This is exactly what I have on my chart. I mean, there's some times where I'll put like the fixed range volume profile. I'll have moving averages, but very rare, extremely rare. Because like the areas that I'm looking at a possible like chance that it might come down, let's say the 200's up here, more than likely it'll, I don't use them. I'll use them if I'm a scalp, but I don't use them for this because I'm pretty sure it's going to come down here or make a lower high, come down and then break through. Let's see here. Boyle says short right now is too risky for me right now. Yeah, no, this is a scalp trade and I'm looking for a bounce. Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. Shorting is too dangerous in my opinion. This is just a scalp trade. It breaks this level, we enter the scalp, and what I'm looking for is potentially maybe a bouncing here or maybe here. And then what I would do is just kind of look and see if maybe this plays out. You know, we started seeing it up here, but it was too risky to do it because it could have easily gone up. But once it breaks this, then more than likely, now again, if you wanted to, you could have your stuff on here. And usually I do if I'm scalping, just because it's very, very important for me to see, oh, is it bouncing off of the 30 SMA or is it bouncing off of another level? You know, I wanted to break levels on the way down. So these levels I need to see. But if I'm just doing regular trades, I don't use it. Let's see here. You're very welcome, my friend. Road Dog says, Rich, you can use that as a trigger to enter a trade. We all give to decide what we use to trigger the trade. Yeah. So, and here's the thing too. Like for me, there's certain things that I do that you may try and not like, or you may say, nah, I don't like that. You know, the other people use all this. So do what works until it doesn't, and then try something else. And the more experience you get, the more that you see certain things work during certain periods, certain segments of the market, then you can kind of make your own. But it's very difficult it's best to watch a bunch of different people. Of course, Road Dog is here. Let me show everybody's thing again, since y'all are here. Let's see here. Yeah. So we have Road Dog. He shows you how to trade. So I would strongly recommend subscribing to him, watching his shows. He normally goes live around 10:30 in the evenings, Eastern time. And same thing, he answers questions. He does not charge. He very knowledgeable. Then we have Meet Damien. Same thing. He answers questions. He does charts. You know, and ask questions. And then if you ask, let's say you ask me, Damien, whatever, something about maybe the RSIs or something. Ask that same question to Road Dog. See if they give you the same answer or something slightly different, or maybe completely different. And then if it's completely different, ask, okay, well, I'm still learning so-and-so, or you don't have to say their name. Just say, I'm still learning, but I heard that it does X, Y, and Z. And then now they can kind of like fine tune their answer. And then ask me, and then compare the different answers. Don't just go to one person. You know, get it from me, get it from other people, because what you're doing is you're seeing who answers the questions, kind of who's able to verbalize the answers. We'll just say it like that. Okay. Let's see here. So we have, and I put Meet Damien's in here. I don't think so. If I did, I'm putting it again. So these I actually put at the very beginning of the stream. So there's that one. And then here's Porky. Porky is really good as well. Same thing. You know, he shows you how to trade. You ask him questions. He by far is the fastest person I have ever seen read comments. I am trying my absolute best to be as fast as him. There are some days where I'm spot on. Other days, there's like 10 minutes before I go in and check the chat. But there's days where I'm like 1 minute, boom, I got it. Let's see here, going down the list. Let me catch up on this chats. Rich says, okay, so it's just an indicator for direction for, yes. Yeah, it's momentum. It's showing me the strength. That's what it is. Going down the list, Rich says sub, awesome, good stream. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Price action, private eye. Love it. So that's going to be the end of the show. Now, I'm going to show a video. This video is somebody you have to be very careful of. This is your warning to all the new traders out there, or people who are just learning. You want to be very careful, especially if somebody is making patterns that they're forcing. That could destroy a trader. I want you to watch this video. I play it all the time. It's one of my favorites. It's called the Scammy Cup and Handy. Very important. Watch this video and let me know what you think about it in the chat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. If you're watching this on the replay, smash the like. Let me know what you thought about the video, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Listen to the words. Very important. Listen to the words and see what he's doing. Here we go. Not this, not Porky, but this person. Here we go. Scammy Cup and Handy. Let's go.
They selling dreams but never back it up. Talk a big game but never stack it up. If you ask the wrong question, they acting all tense. Cause deep down, they know they lack common sense. Let's go. Vex go. Let's go. Fake gurus won't teach you less you pay that fee. They ain't trading, just selling some false belief. They got echo chambers all filled with clones. Not in agree, don't think on your own. Asking real questions, watch them get mad. Talking circles when they don't understand. Tricking new traders with hype and some lies. Showing rented cars, flexing fake lifestyles. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They promise riches, they promise gold. But where's the proof? They never show. Just a flashy site, a paid group. Same old scam, man. You know the name that rhymes with scam. They don't trade, they just post receipts. Screenshots crop so you can't see the heat. Acting like bosses, acting like kings. But without their sign-ups, they ain't got a thing. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They don't want you to think, they just want you cash. Feeding you lies so their pockets get fat. But trade intuition is here to change that. To show you the way. With daily live streams, not a dream. Forget the noise, focus on skill, price, action's the key. That's how you build, keep it simple, no magic plan. Just patience, discipline, a real trader's stand. Yeah. No flex in here, I don't need to pretend. No rented cars, just charts and trends. You wanna grow, then put in the grind. Forget the scams, develop your mind. No shortcuts, no magic key. Just risk control and strategy. Trade intuition teaches for free. Live streams on deck while they just sell you dreams and a false success. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. Yeah, don't let them trick you. Don't get scammed. Watch out for the scammy cup and handy.
That's right, guys. Watch out for the scammy cup and handy. And they don't teach you. They'll teach you in their paid group. They don't care about you. I'm telling you right now, it's all a numbers game. Every one person that leaves because they find out what they really are, they have 3 more they're getting tricked. I'm here to protect you guys. I get a lot of heat from a lot of other YouTubers out there because I speak the truth on these grifters. These people who are just trying to scam you. I show you how to trade in the most simplistic way. In addition to that, for free. All I ask, smash a like, leave comments on the videos, and spread the word. I'm here to help everybody. You know, I'm not here to dupe you or promise you empty dreams and promises. Do we lose? Sure. Do we win? Sure. And we talk about our losses at the very beginning of the stream. Yep, Rich, man. Yes, that deserves. I don't know if I have the clapping thing on this one. No, I don't. But that deserves claps. Yes, they're dopamine dealers, 100%, 100%. But we're here to show you the reality of trading. That's what we do. All right, guys. I do thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. But yeah, we're here to get rich together, guys. Like, I want to get rich with you, not because of you. And for that reason, you know, if you want to join my group, well, then that's because you want access to me almost 24/7. You want all the updates, but you don't need it to learn how to trade. I will show you. Just join my live streams. Ask me questions. I love questions. All right. Next question is, Joe, are you ever going to end the stream? Yeah, we're ending it right now. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. You're my favorite. You know that? Not the one next to you, not the one behind you, but you. You are my favorite. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the absolute best. We'll see you on the next video. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care, guys. We'll see you.